2 days to Saturday's Ekiti governorship election, the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) has declared its readiness and preparations for a free and fair, credible elections. Hello and welcome back to Newsroom Nigeria. This is where we give you hot, fresh, and sizzling news all day long. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please make sure you do subscribe. Hit the like button. Most importantly, click on the notification bell so that you can get notified whenever we post. Without further ado, let's dive straight into the details of today's news. Credible poll depend on many variables, and top on the list are safety and security of voters, election materials, electoral officials, and freedom of voters to make their choice without let or hinder, including financial inducement. Contesting the poll for the governorship seat at Oke Barike in Ado-Ekiti are 16 political parties. Most of the parties have traversed the nooks and crannies of the state, selling their candidates and manifesto to the people. Prominent among the gladiators are Abiodun Oyebanji of the All Progressive Congress (APC), Olusegun Oni of the Social Democratic Party (SDP), and Bisi Kolawole of the People's Democratic Party (PDP). Others are Wole Oluyede of the African Democratic Congress (ADC), Rabiu Famuyibo of the Accord, Debo Nranti Ajayi of the Young People's Party (YPP), and 10 others. Worth mentioning is the first female governorship candidate in the state, Erelu Kemi Elebute Ali of the Action Democratic Party (ADP). From the blast of the whistle for this race, she has been consistent and very visible, holding her own and fighting her way into reckoning in the male-dominated race. Despite the fact that all our party executive members from ward to state level decamped to the ruling party, she has been defiant and still on her feet. The stake in this election is high. It is a three-horse race. The coming of the Social Democratic Party (SDP) has changed the calculations from what could have been a straight fight between the two traditional rivals, APC and PDP. The two parties had hitherto maintained a seemingly balance of power with almost equal followership, but the reality on ground today is different. Segun Oni's SDP draws followers and supporters from both parties and is presently a serious contender. Ekiti and Osun governorship elections precede the 2023 presidential election, and both will serve as a litmus test of the popularity and general acceptability of the APC presidential flag bearer, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And it will also signify the political relevance of the outgoing governor, Kayode Fayemi. To underscore the importance of the Ekiti election, no fewer than 14 APC governors accompanied Tinubu to Ekiti for the grand final or finale mega rally to campaign for the governorship candidate of the party. Apart from the national chairman and secretary of the party and other party bigwigs, including the former national chairman, Chief Bisi Akande. Segun Oni, a former governor of the state between 2007 and 2010, is having his last shot at the governorship seat having failed to stage a comeback on two various occasions through APC and PDP before finding an abode in the SDP. Former Governor Ayo Fayoshe's investment in this race is a fight for political relevance since all politics is local. His successive enthronement of his protege in Ekiti will signpost a big comeback and a significant role in 2023 presidential election. Signs preceding Saturday's election are very ominous. Already, two lives have been lost. Momentary peace, akin to the peace of graveyard, has pervaded the state. Skirmishes, violent clashes among the three prominent political parties are being recorded on a daily basis. Since Monday, June 13, detachments of heavily armed soldiers have taken over strategic areas and flashpoints in the state, while combined forces made up of men from the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, police and army constantly embark on patrols of major roads and highways in the state. Undeterred by tension in the state, the INEC has told the people of the state of its readiness to conduct a credible election. Professor Mohamed Yakubu on Tuesday disclosed that 4 national commissioners and 8 resident electoral commissioners had been deployed to Ekiti State ahead of the poll. It says that 749,065 voters, representing 76% out of the 988,923 registered voters in the state, have collected their permanent voters' cards. He said, and I quote, "Let me assure political parties and voters that the task of electing a new governor will be left in the hands of Ekiti voters. We won't take any action that would put any party and candidate in a vantage position. We are going to do everything according to the Constitution and provisions of the Electoral Act." To underscore how prepared we are, we have provided magnifying glasses and ballot papers for visually impaired citizens, while the biomodal voters authentication system machines will be used for accreditation. Similarly, Ekiti INEC resident commissioner Dr. Adeni Rotella said the commission would be deploying 10,269 personnel and 3,346 BVAS equipment for the election. The Inspector General of Police, Mr. Usman Alkali Baba, did not mince words when he declares that any threat to the nation's peace and democracy would not be tolerated. Baba said 17,374 police personnel would be deployed to provide security cover for the June 18 governorship elections in Ekiti State. The police chief said all the 177 wards and 2,445 polling units will be manned by appropriate manpower. Let me say this: the massive deployment is not to scare the citizens, but to protect the sanctity of the ballots and the provision of Electoral Act. So this and more we are still going to be bringing you on here. Preparation is in full force. In fact, since the fights that happened earlier this week, a lot of people have stayed home because they don't really know what's going on there, and they cannot predict what might happen because there's tension everywhere and every corner. So people are just being very attentive to security in this period. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I'll be replying to all my comments. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please go ahead and subscribe. Leave your comments down below. Give this video a thumbs up. Most importantly, click on the notification bell so that you can get notified whenever we post. I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.